Hello again, I am Blunty, and this, well, I gotta tell you, if you're into photography and videography and even the smallest degree and you don't know what this is, then there's really no, hopefully this is a Joby GorillaPod. This is one of the most handy accessories I have ever owned. In fact, I've owned 7 or 8 of them over the years. It is brilliant, and I love Joby. If that's all Joby ever made, I would be quite happy with them. They do make a range of other accessories, including accessories for your smartphones, including a range of grips and adapters and things like that, so you can put your smartphone on your GorillaPod and do things. But their latest one, which is over here, is the Joby GripTight POV. This, unlike the GorillaPods, is designed for handheld use. You've got a little loop there which you can whack your fingers through like that. Now this has a fairly significant little clamp on the back here. You've got a little red lever, which if we flick that way, you can loosen up so you can adjust it for various size phones, including, yes, of course, the big boys out there, like my iPhone 7 Plus here. So if we squeeze that, give that lever a twist, and you can see very, very tight and secure grip. No fear of that falling out whatsoever. I've just activated the little thing on the bottom there. We'll talk about this. If the camera wants to focus on that, it's trying to pair right now. This is a little Bluetooth shutter thing, which comes with this device, and in fact, as you saw, clips onto the bottom there. So with this, you can remotely activate and start and stop your recording and things. I don't know how useful that is for a device that's designed to be handheld, but you can do this. So you can actually prop it up. I mean, I haven't got mine balanced properly there. Let's balance that properly so it actually sits. But yeah, that's one of the things I like about this grip. It's not just a handheld grip. I've done that very, very tightly. There we go. Not just a handheld grip, but you can actually use it. Say, I'm traveling. I'm on a plane or something. I can have this with me and prop up my phone on my little tray table there if I'm watching some media. And you can set it at various angles and stuff, of course. So fantastic for that. I guess if you're doing that and setting up the camera in selfie mode or something, you can then use this to activate your shutter. But in general, cool to have included, but not that useful for the device's main purpose in life, which is, of course, as a handheld grip. And you can grip it this way, which is similar to how I usually shoot with my phone when I'm going sort of super handheld. I mean, you can just hold the phone itself, but if I'm shooting something deliberately, I will usually whip out this little thing here, which basically is the same as this, but made out of bits and pieces I pulled out of my parts drawer. So I've got a little grip here with a 1/4 thread on it, and some random sort of phone clamp thing I got out of, I think this was originally sold to mount onto GoPro body mounts and things like that camera, but similar kind of clamp, a little twirly thing here and clamps on and do that. And I used to have a little right angle piece that sits there, and I used to be able to, where is it, attach a little hot shoe mount to that so I can get a light or a microphone on it and stuff. It's very MacGyvered together, but this does everything that does, but in a single package, and I need to tighten up that handle a bit. It's flopping about. So give that a grip. There we go. The other way to go when I'm shooting with my iPhone, of course, is something like this, which is the Beast Grip Pro thing, which again is got a clamp there, and it'll accept a bunch of different phones and stuff. You can put on accessory lenses, like I've got here a wide-angle lens and microphone, and you've got space for attaching lights and things. And while this is pretty cool, it's obviously pretty bulky and quite heavy as well, so I don't tend to carry this everywhere I go. So now I can put away the MacGyvered rig and just use the Joby POV kit thing here, so I can whack on my lights or indeed my microphone, depending on what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. Plug that in there and away I go. You of course can do selfies with it as well. The other thing, you can arrange this thing. Oops, I've just knocked out the little hot shoe mount. That's a little bit loose for my taste, actually. If I was using this on a regular basis with a microphone a lot, I might be tempted to glue that in. But it's designed to move because it can go on that side or that side, depending on how you're using it, which is good if you want flexibility and you want to be able to use mics and lights in different format. But for me, probably only ever going to use mics and lights when it's up there, so I might glue that in so it's a little bit more secure. So, like I said, the other way to use this, if you don't want to sort of, man, I keep doing that clamp up way too tight. So if we move it to the bottom of the phone here, move that grip back down again, and now you've got it like that, which is a very secure way to hold your phone as well. A little bit more stable, in fact. I haven't decided which way I like it more. Sort of that way or that way, but whichever way you go, you can obviously use it that way. The last thing that I really like about the design here is if we undo that little bolt that goes through the hand grip and pull it off, you can suddenly see that that right there is a standard GoPro accessory mount thing. So not only can you go handheld, not only can you sort of prop it up on the desk or whatnot, but you can put one here somewhere. There we go. There's a the bike handlebar mount grip thing, standard GoPro accessory. So that will now fit into that. You screw it on there just like any other GoPro or whatnot. So now you can use your whole range of GoPro accessories, whether it be the clamps or the suction cups or any number of stands or body mounts or head mounts gear and stuff like that with this clamp as well. So that's a little thoughtful piece of design work right there. I did appreciate that from Joby. So the Griptite POV kit from Joby is I'll put that round backwards, haven't I? Because yeah, I have. So apparently you can put it backwards. So the Joby POV kit, very, very flexible, very, very nice bit of smartphone accessory, which will be living in my gear bag as my new sort of go-to handheld shooting rig, as opposed to, like I said, my MacGyver thing, which I haven't always carried because it is fairly bulky and not heavy, but it adds weight. Everything adds up in my bag. I like to keep as light as possible, but this Joby device here is very, very light and folds up very, very compact. And I've put it on backwards twice. I don't know how I managed to do that. See, that's what comes of trying to talk to you guys and do a thing at the same time. I can't concentrate today. You can see the sweat pouring off me. It's an incredibly hot day in Sydney today, and I can't concentrate at all. There we go. So that versus that, obviously much more compact. I mean, when this is in my bag, I'll often sort of pull it apart and try and jam it together like that, but it's still, not nearly the same sort of tidy package, and probably about half the weight actually. Joby Griptite POV kit with the little Bluetooth shutter adapter thingy as well, which, like I said, not terribly useful for me, but might be useful for you. But I'm pretty sure that's all you need to know about the Joby POV Griptite thing. Now, I would normally, when I'm reviewing these things, go out into the world and shoot with it. But frankly, I have done those tests. I'm not showing them to you because you can't tell the difference between me holding the phone naked and in this. It doesn't add any special magic stabilization thing. I mean, there's still the same amount of hand movement doing it like that as there is doing it like that. Especially when you consider the stabilization already built into that phone. So it doesn't enhance your footage in any way, but it does enhance your usability, your flexibility, and of course the ease of which you can slap on things like external microphones and lights and stuff, which is also vital to actually improving the look and the sound of your iPhone footage. So thanks for watching. I am Blunty, and I'll catch you next time. Now I can turn on my room fans again, which are too noisy to use when I'm recording, but save me from passing out from heat stroke.